faith. What is it to you? What does it mean to you? Even if you don't believe in God, even if you don't believe that there is a God, you're like, I don't have faith because there is no such thing. Well, that's BS because you have faith every day that you're going to breathe or every second that you're going to breathe. You have faith that you're going to get a meal. You have faith that you're going to get up. You have faith that you're going to be able to go to work. And you think, oh, well, that's not faith. It's just the way it is. That's not true. Faith is comes in many things, in many ways. And as it says in the Bible, faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you do not see. And if you do not see air, how do you breathe? You just have faith that you're going to be able to breathe. And to me, faith comes from God. That's what it is. It's faith that there is a power, a creator that's put me on this earth for a purpose, whatever that is. And I believe everybody on this earth for a purpose, even bad people, even sick people, even handicapped people for a reason. And having that faith, knowing that is what brings, I guess, true internal joy to me or peace to me, knowing that, yeah, I'm going through a hard time. I may be broke at one minute. I may have money the next minute. I may be able to buy a house now, not next time. I might be sick. I might be whatever it is, but I know that I'm always going to get through it the way God wants me to get through it because I have faith and I put my faith in Him 100%. That's what keeps me from worrying. And as a young man, as a young child, I used to be a worry wart. Man, I used to worry about things I could not control, about where I was going to live as a child, where we was going to eat, what we were going to do, to growing up to not knowing if I was going to be able to make rent, things that I just couldn't control. And the older I got and I put my faith into God and know that no matter what happens, I'm going to get through with it. He feeds the animals of the earth. He's going to make sure we get fed too. And I don't necessarily know if you have to, per se, believe that He's real for Him to do that, because that's what He does. That's His nature. He loves us all. So He wants everybody to be, obviously, to believe and to live, towards His standards, if you will. That's not what saves you, but that's what, once you get saved, that's what you try to strive for. But to have, He gives even to bad people, they get to eat, they get to breathe. Everybody can be saved. Everybody can change. A lot of people won't. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people don't believe. But regardless of that, they have faith. They just don't know it because you think you're going to breathe your next breath. And if you just assume that, oh, that's just the way it is. No, that's faith that you're going to take your next step. You're going to get to be able to go to the movies in your car or whatever it is. And it's faith. You just don't know it. And once you realize that it is what faith is, then you start realizing you don't have to worry. You don't have to panic. You don't have to think that things are just coincidental, that it is the way it's supposed to happen because God's intended it that way to happen. Yes, you can live your own way. Yes, you can turn from Him. And yes, it may not be good at the end, but even so, you're still going to take a breath. You're still going to eat your next meal, or for the most part, right? I mean, obviously some people die and pass away, and some people spend eternity away from Him, and some people spend eternity with Him. But it's up to your faith on that level of what you believe. And you believe in something. If you believe in God or not, you believe in something. Even atheists believe in something. Atheism is a religion in itself. So, with my business partner, sometimes we struggle in our business. Sometimes, we're up and down with cash flow because we deal with so much properties, right? The cash flow is, sometimes it can be inconsistent. Having properties we haven't had on the market, and she's constantly stressing. And she told me the other day, she's like, you just have faith. I was like, I do have faith. I know that God's going to get me through it. He's gotten me to this point in my life, and He's going to get me through the next point in my life until this life here on earth is over, and I get to go to heaven and spend eternity with Him. I know I'm going to get through it. It may not be through it the way that I see it or the way I want it, but God's going to get me through it. God's going to let me breathe my next breath. He's going to let me eat my next meal, let me teach my son and hopefully grow old and see my son grow old. You know, he may not, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's just the way it is, because life after this earth is going to be way better than it is here on this earth. And I have faith that I'm going there because I do believe and I do love and I do have flaws and I am not perfect and I am a sinner and I don't do things perfect, but I know that I love God and I believe in Him, and I know that I have faith in Him, and I have faith in everything that I do every day in life because of Him. I just know where my faith comes from. A lot of people don't know. They don't even know they have faith. They just think it's coincidence. And if you look out in the world, if you look out the things that God's created, humans, you know, just the things, and you know there is a creator and there is a God. And regardless if you think it's coincidental or if you think it's a God that's made this happen, either way it's faith. Because I'm definitely sure of what I hope for, and I'm definitely certain of things I cannot see, because I can feel them and I can see the remnants around everywhere. And I just believe that everything happens for a reason, and I believe that I'm always going to get through it whatever way God sees fit, and then I'm always going to make it, and I'm always going to improve. I'm always going to, even if I get down, even if I get sad, even if I get discouraged, even if I feel like I'm not being a good father, I'm not the best father, or, my son, whatever, I know that God's working in me, with me, for me, and not against me. If anything, I work against myself, and I got to have that faith knowing that God's helping me, regardless if I feel it or see it or not. If I get down on myself or not, I know that as I look back in my life, that I'm right where He wants me to be. I'm right where I truly believe that. 'Cause I can have regret and say I should have done this, I should have done that, or I can say, you know what, look where I came from, look to where I'm now, and I thank God for always being here. And my faith has gotten stronger and stronger in Him. The older I get, the more I live each and every day, and I know that I take my next breath because of Him. So if you don't believe, start thinking about what you do believe. That you just think it's a coincidence, or that it's faith. That you know there's a reason why you're doing what you're doing, or there's a reason why you're going through what you're going through, and that you're going to get through it. So get out there, have faith, share this, spread this, hopefully love this, because I'm going to keep doing it regardless, because I feel that no matter even if it's just one person that hears it, one person that can help, that's all that matters. So get out there, share it, love it, like it, all that good stuff. Remember, change the way you think so you can change your lives. And I'll talk to y'all later.